Hey, this is Jim Cardona from Cardona Pinball. We're taking a look at Pinball Brothers Aliens Pinball. So I'm going to do a quick review, some initial thoughts and impressions of this game. This game, I think the theme is a home run, and that's why I believe, Pinball Brothers picked the theme, because this game was originally made by Highway. Highway went out of business. They didn't make a whole lot of them. This is not a Highway version. This is the Pinball Brothers version, which basically is the same game. From my understanding, there are some slight differences, but like that would just be to the point of like everything's located in the same place, but maybe one of the drill holes could be slightly different, which makes the game flow a little different. And I've heard that, but I haven't experienced it yet myself. As you can see from just like this video I'm showing right now, this is a dark game. So everything on it looks really dark. I'm not sure if that's the look they were going for with this because of the theme. But I would, if it was mine, which it's not, I would definitely put some like stadium lights or something like that on it to light it up more. The other thing you notice is it's a wide body game. Which is weird because it almost feels like it didn't have to be a wide body, because I just don't feel like there's enough. Usually the wide bodies, they make them wider because there's so much extra stuff on them. Whereas this thing, it feels like you could have taken it and just squinched it down a few inches and that would have been fine. So the game has 4 flippers, right? It has the two bottom flippers. It has another flipper over here and another flipper over here. You got 3 ramps, right? You got 1, 2, and then this flippity-doo ramp here. And so like, it's got a lot going on, yet at the same time, because it's a wide body, it kind of feels empty, which is weird because it's not really empty. It has the coolest feature, with the thing that everybody likes, is there's a magnet right in front of this alien guy, and when you go to a certain you get a certain mode, it'll hold the ball there. The alien's head opens, and then there's like his little mouth comes out, grabs the ball, pulls it back in, starts your moldy ball. One of the things most people don't like about this game, as far as the way it plays, is that a lot of your start mode shots, you have to go into this airlock right here, which is this scoop that's underneath of this other screen. And the way that airlock kicks the ball back out, a lot of times tends to go right there, right down the middle. It's supposed to hit on this left flipper, but then, it's just like, depending on the coil power, I guess, or the alignment, whatever, you'll get, there's no, at least the way it's set up here, there's no ball save, so then kind of feel cheated, which is, I got to do this shot, and yet I don't want to do this shot type of feel. Some of the other things I've noticed, and this is just could be specific to this machine, is kind of like this was a popular thing, like Comet and Centaur and a few other games have this, where you can go straight down, but if you slap the side, you can kind of save the ball. But if the ball comes over through here, what it's supposed to do is just automatically go past that gate. Well, on this, and again, this could be just this specific game. A lot of times when this ball comes out, if it's not going fast enough, it'll kind of hit there and drain, which is not what it was supposed to do. So then you end up sitting here saying, okay, is it going to happen again? Do I need to slap it and make it go across? So that's not cool. I do like this thing. This is kind of reminds me of Wizard of Oz, where if you drain and one side is you go through this left drain, you can still save the ball depending on if one of these lights is lit. If it's lit, you want to nudge the ball towards the lit side, and if you do that, you get the ball back, and then the light would go out. So I think that's a pretty neat thing. Overall, I think it's a pretty game. I like the theme. I like the fact that you choose your mode. Like when you start the game up, you choose whether it's aliens. Here, let me hit start. So like it tells you to choose, do you want to do alien or aliens? And it uses the different animations from each game. If they could add a few more movies, I think that'd be even better. But, I think it's really good the way it is. I think the game's fun. Like I said, I'm not... I don't know if I would buy one for myself. It has this weird feel to it. of being a wide body that doesn't really feel like it should be a wide body. But I do like the fact that it's different. It's totally different than the way it shoots than like a Stern game. Kind of Stern is in US is kind of the standard of the way it feels. People think of pinball, they think of Stern games nowadays, and everybody's comparing the way, you know, you go to tournaments, it's like, does it shoot like a Stern? If it doesn't, then people are kind of criticizing it because they're like, oh, something doesn't feel right here. Well, no, it's just different. I think the same thing of the Jersey Jack games. Pinball Brothers games have a little bit of a different feel, and there's nothing wrong with that. But overall, I like the game. I think it's a good game. Just a couple things to get past in the way it plays, but you know, for a lot of people, it's a dream theme, and it's a fun player.